Well, a tiny fantasy land within the city of Coronado was a source of hope and connection as residents dealt with the grim reality that we all faced during the pandemic. The artist who created the imaginary town tells ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Paz it spread a positively San Diego light in her community.
Within the small city of Coronado Island lies an even smaller one.
Right now, the population is 66.
And teacher Jenny Jupai is whom many have unofficially named this tiny town's mayor.
I am the mayor of Tiny Town. That's the big joke.
Jupai created Tiny Town on this pepper tree last year. As restrictions surrounding COVID-19 grew, so did this little city.
Just kind of started slow. I think I made five big little settings. And then I waited till I had 11 because I didn't want to be like the crazy lady out there putting stuff on a tree and look like a lunatic.
It didn't take long for walkers, drivers to take notice. It even made appearances on Coronado's community Facebook page and the city's local paper. They described it as Coronado's smallest landmark.
We have people who come by, they pick up people at the airport, and they bring them to Tiny Town on their way home.
And in this beachside neighborhood, Jupai said sustainability was key.
Some of my stuff is made out of Starbucks cups, boxes. I find stuff on the beach that I use. Palm branches become roofs.
As an educator for decades, Jupai said she built it with kids in mind.
I can hear children coming. And they'll just be like, we found it, we found it. We've had classes come by and they write, they're given a writing assignment.
And she learned fast. It also helped older people too, especially when everything on the island felt a little more isolated.
When we were on lockdown, it brought joy, and it still brings joy.
If you don't get a chance to see it in person, Tiny Town might appear where you least expect it, like in a bookstore.
So the pictures include the town, but then kind of cartoon characters.
Jupai writes children's books on the side, and Tiny Town is the new setting in a book she'll be adding to that collection. Overall, Tiny Town might be all fantasy and on the smaller scale.
I just am amazed that people love it as much.
But the impact is anything but tiny. Vanessa Paz, ABC 10 News.
And to learn more about Tiny Town and where you can find it, visit 10news.com and click on our Positively San Diego section.